Andrew Shirley on the front row with David Gross, the two Queenslanders. We're getting set for a start this time around. Another Queenslander, Mick Rowell, in the second row with our own John Shaw. Racing. Gross goes to turn number 1 in front. Here on the outside and cops a wheel. Back onto all four.
Gee whiz, that was lucky. Mick Rowell gave him a lovely old serve up.
He's going to stop in the back straight, aware of the fact that they haven't completed one racing lap. And I think he would argue the toss on that, although he'll probably have to go to the back. But
he'll have a flat tyre, I'd say for sure. Rowell gave him a...
that incident sees that in car number 4, Peter Murphy go right to the back of the field. So he's dropped 7 positions in it.
All these are 2s.
Winner progresses to 7th spot.
And the next car that comes out onto the racetrack, the driver has choice of lane. So the incoming driver has the choice of lane. Okay, here we go. Set for a start.
Won't get it straighter than that.
Well, Bob should have been a little more aggressive there. There's no two ways about that. It's Peter Murphy in the green machine as he works the back straightaway, and Bob B. Jackson, number 11. Track moving to the outside here as they take the white flag with 1 lap to go, heading down in the bottom corner. So that hit earlier tonight with Mick Rowell of Queensland hasn't done any damage. And this guy has come into this championship as a dark horse. Put your hands together, folks, in the Steve Kinser green machine. Peter Murphy wins it in 29.28.1. He's set to go. Here they come down the front straightaway. Oh. Murphy goes down the inside and says, well, hang on, you shafted me. I got you. Back straightaway, the man in the green machine heads on down the back straightaway, up into the top corner.
This will bring out the best in Brooke.
This will bring the best out, absolutely. The white flag is out, and here comes Brooke. Goes down the outside, tries to cut it back. Cars all over the place. It bounces, jumps, and whatever else it does. Back straightaway. Turn number 4 comes up, and the O'Brien aluminium car make that 2 to Pete Murphy. Brooke Tatnall getting hooked up there when his car pranced and run up the back of Peter Murphy's car. I think Brooke would be the first to say sorry about that. Here they come, folks, ready for a race. Murphy said, hang on.
It's fair enough by the time they...
Yeah. They go to the bottom corner. And
Russia's got to close the door.
And here comes Murphy back again. And takes Gary Rush. And Rushy says, up the inside of you two. They come off turn number 4, the front straightaway. 1 lap to go. Rush's car picks up the front wheels. They're all learning something out of this tonight. Let me tell you, it's like the bucking bronco session. Halfway down the back straightaway, up into turn number 4. Here he comes! What big hit down the inside! Can he do it? No, he can't! Murphy gets it again! So, the man in the Kinsermobile, Peter Murphy, comes up, makes that 3. Rushy said, well done, see you later. Okay, here comes Murphy, lining up on the outside. He's given Kathy Kelly a start. She comes straight across.
Although she's got a nose in front.
This will be interesting stuff, but she hikes a wheel as she heads onto the back straight away. Have we got any lady fans in the audience? Let's hear it for Kathy Kelly. Bring her on. Cross, woohoo! She gets a big fistful, and here comes Murphy. As they head into the bottom corner, they've got half a lap to go. She's got to make sure she doesn't hit that same jump again, down the back straightaway. Last corner comes up. Here comes Murphy to the inside, and Kathy Kelly takes 1 more. Whew, no prisoners for Kathy tonight. They'd like to get them away to a good start this time. Here they come, down the front straightaway. Almost a bang of wheels in that time as Madsen went in on the inside and Brazier on the outside. They bump wheels on the back chute. No one's going to give up as they run up in the top corner. Almost side by side, but Brazier outfoxes him and balls him on the front straightaway. Brazier now leads it after 1. Madsen is second. Robbie Farr is the next, followed by Peter Murphy. Then back is Kathy Kelly, followed by Brett Loadsman. Gary Rush has gone back 5 or 6 spots. Phil March is in trouble, and Brooke Tatnall was last, now second last. 34 to go. Brazier in front, but we've already had one upside down was Joel Knott. I think David Anderson was up there amongst them as well. Wanless waits, so they go around the corner. Okay, Rush gets out on the toolies. That wasn't the best thing to do, but anyway, he gets it back on track again as they go to the bottom corner. They head into the bottom turn now as the championship resumes racing. Brooke Tatnall back in the pack and a long way in arrears. Rush comes in and under John Shaw as they make their way out of the top corner, down the front straight away into the bottom turn. So Brazier's clear. He's skipping to the outside of the racetrack. Madson's back a fair way. Peter Murphy is third, followed by Robbie Farr. Then it's Kathy Kelly with Brett Loadsman on the inside. Gary Rush is next. Then it's John Shaw on the outside. Paul Lindbergh is the next in line, followed by Bobby Jackson. The order is still Brazier as they come in to complete almost 4 laps with Brazier clear, and that is out now by about 10 car lengths over Kerry Madsen. It's about a similar number back to Peter Murphy in the Kinser car. Then Robbie Farr running close in station. Brooke Tatnell at the back of the pack, dicing with Skip Jackson. And Brazier will actually put a lap on. Brooke Tatnell's got out in no man's land at the moment. He's going to go down a lap here to Gary Brazier. Now Tatnell sees Brazier. He doesn't like the idea of being lapped by Brazier. Now he brings it up again, so he's going to try and unlap himself if he possibly can. He's very much sideways, Brooke, and Brazier's making big runs here on the outside as they go up into the top corner. He goes really wide as they come down the front straightaway, but Tatnell has no answer to Brazier tonight. He's tried, and Trevor Green down on the inside about to go down a lap, so Brazier really has got to be very careful here. These guys are still running fast, although they're at the back of the pack. Brazier just pulls her up a notch and goes around the outside of them down the front straightaway. Likes running the outside, but he's learned a Kinser trick or two. You can run 3 laps on the outside and 2 down the inside. That's out to probably 12 or 14 car lengths now. Second spot still held by Madsen as Brazier goes around the slower cars. Coming up now to put a lap on David Anderson. Mick Rao will be the next on his visiting list. Gary Madsen still to deal with heavy traffic at this stage of the race, and he's clear of Peter Murphy and Robbie Farr. That's the order. Brett Loadsman, Gary Rush, and then Kathy Kelly followed by Paul Lindbergh, Bobby Jackson, John Shaw, and Todd Wanless. That's the order as they rip in turn number 1, now onto the back straightaway. So they have completed 10. Oh, Shaw gets around sideways in the top corner. Skip Jackson. Deary me, Phil March doesn't miss much. He didn't miss him either. Okay, can someone jump out of the pack here and bring the pressure up? Brazier will not hang back. He will go for it. Here he goes now. Stands on it, and Madsen goes with him. Next is Peter Murphy. Making the run around the outside was Russia. I don't know if there's too much there to get hold of, but he's at least going to give her a big try as he comes down the front straightaway. Might be an idea here to sit down the inside. Whoops, they're bicycling from Robbie Farr, and Rush tries to get up the inside of our 2 of the movers in the field. It's Brett Loadsman, strangely enough. Rush had to go there on the inside. That didn't pan out. And Loadsman, who runs this track probably better than most, starts to come up through the field. So Loadsman through the bottom corner. Farr falling back into the clutches of Rush, who I don't think he's got enough to go on with him. Kathy Kelly is still in there and defying everyone. And Bobby Jackson getting a bit of spurt on as he dives under Paul Lindbergh and gives him a bit of heave-ho. Then it's Todd Wanless and Skip Jackson trying to clear their way through the pack as Rushy works away at the inside here of Robbie Farr. So Rush comes up one more spot in the pack. Order, Brazier. Same straightaway now. Kerry Madsen, then it's Peter Murphy, followed by Brett Loadsman, Gary Rush and Robbie Farr. 23 laps to go. Bobby Jackson back in the pack a little with Todd Wanless, and then Skip Jackson trying to get through. Paul Lindbergh gets Jackson on the exit to turn number 2 as they head around the top corner. So Wanless having this miraculous run through the pack here, but he's got Skip Jackson working away at his inside as well. Comfortably clear would be the way to describe Steve Brazier's son Gary out there in front, and he's doing well on the bumps, let me tell you. They put a lap on Phil March as they go down the back straightaway, and Madsen moves him back a spot as well. Murphy's a very comfortable third, followed then by Brett Loadsman. And that black line starting to come up through the racetrack. As we look at back in the pack just a little bit, we've got Bobby Jackson trying to fend off the defending champion Todd Wanless with Skip Jackson down the inside of Wanless, and back behind them is Paul Lindbergh of Queensland. All sorts of dices, but there's no one so far that can race with Brazier. He's out on the outside, coming up to put a lap now on Trevor Green of South Australia. Has 2 bites at the turn. Car looks in impeccable form. He's doing everything that Brazier wants of it. He's gone from the outside to the inside, and he's about to put a lap on Brooke Tatnell. That'll just about make Brooke stay. He's got to be careful how he gets Brooke here, because Brooke doesn't like being lapped by Brazier. Okay, they come down the front straight away. He had to back out of that in a hurry. Brooks just desperately trying to make sure he doesn't get lapped here so he can stay in case they can do adjustments later, but the car is not doing anything it should. And he's having some trouble trying to put a lap on Brooke Tatnell. He came out under Brooke Tatnell that time. which I don't think Tatnall appreciated, but it's closed Madsen up in the pack, let me tell you, as they make it into the bottom corner. Brooke Tatnall trying to give chase. That won't really affect Madsen, who goes out to the outside. Didn't really need that. And they're all amongst lap cars. 16 laps to go in the Australian Championship. Gary Brazier, the race leader. Second held by Kerry Madsen, and third, still held out very comfortably by Peter Murphy in car number 4. Next would be Brett Lozeman, followed then by Robbie Farr and Gary Rush. That's the order, as Kerry Madsen now puts a lap on Brooke Tatnall. And looking back to Brazier, who's been able to deal with just about all the traffic. Once again, he works to the outside, coming down the front straightaway, coming up to put a lap on Paul Lindbergh. He goes the inside route that time, so he's had a couple around the outside and now 2 down the inside. The gap back to Madsen's about the same, 12 car lengths, that looks like about it. He really can't afford to ease off the throttle and protect his lead, but he's got to be very careful with some of these lap cars and guys who haven't done a slick racetrack routine here at PCR in the past. On the back straightaway, Brazier comes down, Paul Lindbergh goes in underneath him. Sometimes it worries you that these guys can't turn underneath the fast cars that are lapping them, but take nothing away from Brazier. Coming up to put a lap on Skip Jackson, and at the moment also trying to pass cars is Kerry Madsen. Brooke Tatnall. There's so many cars being lapped here, it's hard to really keep a lookout for them. Madsen's still a very strong second. Third is Peter Murphy. Next is Lozeman, and the next one behind Lozeman is Farr, then Rush. That is the order as they come through the top corner, and then there's Todd Wanless, the next one. Kathy Kelly, one behind, one in front. Okay, to the bottom corner. Now Brazier has been trying to lap Skip Jackson here for about 3 laps. He goes to the outside on the back straightaway again. He's trying to get a run at it. He does this turn very well. He leaves you no room. He comes underneath you, but if you've been holding him up for 3 laps, well, that's your problem. Madsen this time under Paul Lindbergh, who gets it around sideways. Up into the top corner again, and running on the hard stuff all the way through the corner. It's Gary Brazier in car number 21. Second, still held by Madsen. He gets alongside David Anderson, and you don't know really what he's up to next. And back there in third is Peter Murphy, who's going to put a lap on Tatnall, right or wrong. 7 laps to go in the Australian Championship. Brazier the leader from Madsen. Peter Murphy third. Fourth is Brett Lozeman, deserves that. Fifth would be Robbie Farr, and then Gary Rush. And out there around the outside, if you like, running on the blacktop, that's exactly, there's plenty of it there to do. Murphy this time goes around the blacktop. That worked for him to get a lap up on Brooke Tatnall. Not so comfortable on that was Brett Lozeman that time. And Robbie Farr probably taking it as it comes. That's about the order as they work now with about 4 laps to go. Brazier around the outside of Kathy Kelly, so he's put a lap on her. Madsen back, probably running about the same straightaway. Then back behind them is Peter Murphy. 3 laps to go. No doubt about who's going to win this championship. They're going to write Brazier's name on a trophy for the 3rd time. That'll make 5 championship wins. 2 to Steve Brazier and 3 to Gary. 2 laps to go. Madsen's still there, but the leader has got well and truly away from him as he heads up on the back straightaway. He'll get the 1 lap to go signal this time around. White flag will be coming out shortly for Gary Brazier. They missed him that time, I think, as they went to the bottom corner. He heads onto the back straightaway. They'll get the checkered flags ready, and here he comes. Get ready for the firework explosions. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done it! Australian champion, Gary Brazier. 2nd place goes to Kerry Madsen. And 3rd place to Peter Murphy of Sydney. 4th to Lozeman, and 5th to Robbie Farr.
He won his first main event here at Parramatta City Raceway just a few weeks ago, the O'Brien World Cup. He's been driving here since 1990. He started out and was king of the fender benders. While the others have come from the karting ranks, he came from the fender benders and has become a very serious race car driver. He drove one of his best races tonight. Brett Lozeman is 4th in the national title. Bill Warner, to pass on congratulations as the Speedway Racing News girls performed the job of sashing, kissing and presenting the trophy. Enjoy that one, Bill?
That was wonderful. Very good. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Loadsman, oldest car in the field, same age as the driver, the number 33.
Yeah, it's getting a bit of an oven. I don't know what to say. This is almost as good as when my first feature race a couple of weeks ago. The competition's so tough and the racetrack was tough, and we just slugged it all weekend, and I got a sore shoulder, but we kept on soldiering on. My pit crew deserve all the effort. They put in hour upon hour in my race car. It's not as good as all the rest of the cars, but they put in more effort to make the car equal terms, and I'm very happy to be here. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Screw in the Dirt. Everyone should come and race with a car. It's very good. Pennzoil, Adams Tavern, John All Pierce, McNaughton Tyres, Tunn Speed Shop, Max Dunsey Motorsports.
It is getting late.
My biggest fan, the Hunter. I just heard him up there. And just everyone come and watch and make a Speedway a lovely sport. Thanks very much.
A nice speech, Brett Loadsman, ladies and gentlemen. Third to the checkered flag, brother Mike Raymond picked him as a dark horse. What a driver and what a technique he's picked up from his mentor, Steve Kinser. Third in the national title, the driver of the Green Machine, Peter Murphy. Peter, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Bill Warner to congratulate you, the man who won the event in 1965, now to be sashed and congratulated. I think you'd be happy with that, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'm very happy. We haven't done a whole bunch of racing this year, like most people know. We've been helping the big fella out, and it's definitely helped us out a bunch. And you know, like he gave me a car to use, so I can't complain about that. I'd just like to thank Brian Aluminium for continuing their support with me, even though I'm not anyone nowhere near like Steve Kinser. But it was really nice of him to come along with us for tonight. McKee Motor Improvements, hell of a job on the motors. I got a hell of a crew. I got a new oil sponsor, Royal Purple. Oil's going really well. I know I'm going to forget somebody, but anyone that ever helps me, I appreciate it.
A very modest speech. Steve Kinser will probably charge a rental after that. Third placing in the national title, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'd also like to thank Steve for letting me use his car too.
Last but not least, as they say. Second to the checkered flag, a man who's honed his talents in the United States of America, and he certainly kept the winner on us. Ladies and gentlemen, Kerry Madsen, the whole man for tonight. Kerry being sashed, read the flavour of the night. Congratulations, buddy. Well done.
Thanks a lot. A bit disappointed. I thought we had a really good shot at this race and sort of end up second. But, well, I'm happy nonetheless. I've got a lot of people to thank. Walker Racing Engines, Ivan Walker's, you know, I've got the best motor in the field by far. No doubt about that. He builds the best engines going, so I can't say enough about him. My dad, this wouldn't have happened without this year. It was a really last-minute deal, and we're just racing on nothing. So we're just trying the best we can. We can't race every race, so we're just doing what we can. My crew, Warren Ferguson, Jason Shona, Clinton, my girlfriend Kelly, just, you know, I'd like to thank them a lot. Susie Reck that came on board a day ago, thanks for supporting me. CJ Smash, thanks for helping me out the other day in Mount Druitt Wreckers.
Don't look at me, I can't help.
I'd like to thank the PCR for putting on a great show. You know, it was a good deal. I like racing here. It's the best racetrack in Australia. Thanks a lot. And that's about it, I guess.
Kerry Madsen, I don't think he left anyone out. Second in the national title.